Well, hey guys, looks like we are LIVE live. What is going on out there today? Hope you are having a great day so far, wherever you are. Brent Abel here, webtennis.com, and another episode here. We're going to work on some tennis mindset training. And today, it's kind of the theme today is when you're just not feeling it. We're to get into that in just a second. Just a couple reminders is that I'm doing a couple of live shows every day, one at 8 o'clock in the morning, Pacific Coast time, and we're doing a live version of What's the Right Shot. And What's the Right Shot is a video that I kind of scrub through, take you guys through, pause the video right when one of the players is about to play a shot and ask you, what do you think is the right shot? And we're really looking for two things in What's the Right Shot. Number one is going to be shot choice. What do you think is the best shot choice? Where do you want the ball to land over there? And where do you want to move to next on the court? Those are really the two primary things. And try to keep these to 10 minutes or less. So get you guys in, get you guys out, but do it on a daily basis. Again, just a reminder that it's 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern on a daily basis. We'll see how that works out. And then the next thing is, again, every day, every afternoon, 2:30 Pacific time, 5:30 on the East Coast. I want to help you guys out with a little bit of tennis mindset training. And this has been the big difference maker for me in the last 18 months, really. 2023 was a dream year for me in terms of winning national singles and doubles gold balls, winning a world doubles title in Mallorca last October, and ending the year ranked 1 in the country, both singles and doubles, and 1 in the world in doubles, 3 in singles, So anyway, that's the deal. And so let's get into what we're talking about today. And any remarks, Mark, good to see you. Thanks for joining me again this afternoon. Any comments, any remarks down below, let me know. And if you have any questions you want to keep private, just shoot me an email, brent@webtennis.com. Here's something that I really spent a lot of time with this year, which is I played a lot of events. I must have played 14 tournaments, traveled literally not around the world, but traveled to different parts of the world. A lot of parts of the U.S. Went to the East Coast a couple of times, I think 3 times. Went to Baton Rouge, Louisiana once. Went to Texas, and kind of a lot of tournaments on the West Coast. So there was a lot of practice to get ready for these tournaments, and there were a lot of days when I just went, you know what, screw it. I just don't feel like doing whatever was on the agenda for that day. Whether it was I had a practice session with a practice partner, whether it was some gym time, maybe I had, I'll be the first. I got coached a little bit last year. Borja Malo over at El Dorado Country Club here in the desert. I mean, I spent some time with him. I don't know, maybe not a lot of sessions, but I'll bet you 5 or 6 different sessions. And young guy, and this was all on clay, and I just wanted to get his opinion, get some different words of wisdom from a guy who actually grew up with Rafa a little bit, maybe a year or 2 older than Rafa, but played a lot with him. And there were days when I just didn't want to do it. Just did not want to get out. I wouldn't say get out of bed. I was wanted to get, but just didn't have the energy. And I just knew, look, for example, with the gym, Brent, if you just go put on the shoes, and turn the TV on in the gym, that's enough to get on top of the bike and start the bike going. And there were lots, as I mentioned before, there were a lot of days when I just didn't feel it before, but when I did it, I'm telling you, the confidence built more and more for the next time I was out in the court or the next time I was in the gym or whatever it was. And so there's a lot of residual value for putting in the work on those days when you don't feel it. Everyone always says, oh man, it's a great feeling when you're done. There is a great feeling when you're done, but the residual carryover of when you put in the miles, when you put in the hard yards, whatever that is in the gym or on the court, for the next upcoming days, there's a real carryover effect that for me anyway, really, really made a big difference. And I think it will for you. So I don't know what it is. There's just something for me that I know that on those days where I'm not feeling it, if I do the one thing, like for the gym, just go put on the workout shoes. Just do that. If you just, I just knew if I just do that, I probably was going to go do the next step. Well, what was the next step? Well, let's go into the garage and flick on the TV. Okay, that's step 2. Can I put on the shoes? Easy. Can I turn on the TV? Easy. Can I then go get my bottle of water? Easy. Well, now I've just done the 3 things that will get me going. Well, how do I stop now? What's the next easy thing to do? Well, the next easy thing to do is to sit on the bicycle, to sit on the stationary bike. Okay, now you're going. Now you're going. And you didn't feel it before. 5 minutes ago, you didn't feel it. Now you're starting to feel it. And again, once I got going, once I got 5 minutes into it, I was just going, what was I thinking? Come on. What was I thinking about? I mean, not feeling it. Give me a break. So same thing on the court there. And sometimes I would go out there, but not feel it. And I would just go, okay, let's at least in the short court warm up here, let's get the feet moving. Let's create space. You might not feel it, but let's create space. Okay, let's keep working on that Fed head, the look of Fed. Even though you're tapping the ball back and forth, you know what you're doing is you're getting your feet going, and you're getting the tap going, and you're keeping your eyes at contact. Now when you back up, oh, I guess I'm feeling it now. So that's the message for today. What's the 1 or 2 things you have to do to get the process going on those days when you're not feeling it? And look, I'm telling you, man, if you're putting in a lot of time in the court, if you're putting a lot of time in the gym, if you're really trying to get better, if you're either trying to lose weight or you're trying to get fitter or you're trying to do whatever, that you're going to have a lot of these days. And that's just a reality. And one of the realities is, do you have a plan? Do you have a plan on those days when you're not feeling it? And like I said, this last year, 2023, all the travel, all the tournaments, there was a lot of beat up time in there where I just didn't feel like it, but I knew I had to do the work. And so for me, the plan is, all right, if it's gym time, shoes, TV, water, sit in the bike. If I can do those 4 things and I haven't exerted myself in all those, then I get going. If I'm on the court, okay, move the feet, do the Fed head, whatever, back up. And now for me, it was, okay, now I'm feeling it. So look, hope this has been helpful. And again, the residual effect you get, not only when you're done on that day, but the carryover for the next couple of days, the residual effect becomes confidence more and more. So not feeling it, just get to work. Just go. Figure out what that thing is for you. What's the process that you got to come up with to make yourself go? Guys, if you're new to me and to web tennis, first of all, thanks for hanging out with me for the first time. I love it. I've got something for you, and that is the reality check of that only 20% of the time when we're in a match are we actually playing points. The other 80% of the time we are spending it on side changes or in between points. And when you manage that 80% of the match really well, when you're not playing, good things tend to happen during that 20% of the time when you are playing. What works for me is a very specific 4 parts between points routine. You can get a private video that I've got for you. And that's private. It's about 20 minutes long, but I detail what are those 4 specific parts, what's the order they come in, and why it's so important that you actually do this between points and manage the 80% of the time well, because then you start off with some clarity how you want to start the next point. But again, a residual effect carries over into the point itself in terms of shot choice clarity. The way to get access to that free but private video, go over to webtennis.com, spelled out right down below where I am there, and just drop in a first name and email address, and you'll get immediate access to that 4 parts between points routine. Guys, any questions right down below in the comment section, wherever you are. Could be at YouTube, could be at Facebook, could be at Twitter. We're adding Instagram. We tried to add Instagram today, but I kind of messed up on that one. So tomorrow we'll do that. But wherever you are, just let me know, or you can shoot me an email, Brent@webtennis.com. Guys, hope this has been helpful. As always, thanks for hanging out with me today. And as always, we have to get out there. We got to help someone else have a great day. Guys, see you again next time.